nicer to that. She didn't want me wasting the money to do that.
And
She says,
that's what you're looking for, because the ones who's over here and they're actually worrying about how you spend your money, they're the ones that's actually caring about you. But the ones who, they don't give a damn. They're just like, okay, well, he's just a resource. I'm just going to use it up until until it dries up. And when it dries up, then I'll just go find somebody else. Those are the ones that you need to stay away from.
like my wife, I bought her some nice new clothes and stuff like that. She don't wear them. What she does, she wears the second hand clothes that you can buy at a second-hand clothes store or at the market. That's what
Hmm.
she normally wears on a daily basis. She rarely wears anything new.
Mm,
And she says living in the village, I don't need them.
that's what's up.
I
That's
mean,
definitely.
I'm not saying like they secondhand, but they still nice clothes. You know, just slightly worn or anything like that. I mean, like like bras, panties, and stuff like that. Of course, you won't buy those. Nobody wants to wear some nice secondhand underwear and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I can't stand the chicks who be out here trying to, you know, ball on your dime. Like, it's fun. It's like, when you go to the bar, Charlie Chan, and you see the chick, and she got a water with lemon, and then as soon as
Right.
you buy
But
yeah,
all of a sudden, she want a Hennessy. Like, even if you had money, you would be buying a Crown on the rocks.
thank you.
Then
I can't
if
stand
you
that.
if you meet a if you meet a girl overseas, and after the first few times y'all date, trying to get to know each other, and next thing you know, she wants you to buy her a new iPhone. She wants to move in with you. She wants you to basically get her a different place to stay at, and you pay the rent and all that. Just naming off a bunch of all kinds of odd stuff. The most expensive pocketbook, purse, whatever, and doing things like that. You gotta think, does she really care about you, or she just wants she's just with you so you can get her things.
At that point, she
So
wants a lifestyle.
yeah, she wants the lifestyle, and she's not really concerned about who you are. You just that you're the person at the time that can provide it for her.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like talking
I,
about Valentines, I said I didn't know what to get my wife this time. Last year I bought her the Samsung Ultra Samsung Galaxy 25 Ultra, the tablet version of it. So that's why I got it for Valentine's last time. That's why we have pretty much anything we need and pretty much everything we want. So that's what makes it harder to find things, and we don't really have restaurants and stuff like that in our
Mm.
area, so it makes it a little harder just to go out and do things. Most of the things that I eat is consist of Thai food because mainly it's fresh ingredients, cooked fresh. Don't have all those preservatives and chemical
but
stuff
even
that's
though
put
you
in.
say it like that, Adam, you got to understand. You're saying it like that in America. That would be a terrible thing.
That's a
But
taboo
and,
in America.
no, that's a terrible thing. But your wife or my lady are not making a big deal about it. They just appreciate the quality.
Exactly,
And there's
and
a
that's
huge difference right there.
yeah. She basically, if I did give her money, she'll just use it to get something that she decides to want to buy later. I even went online looking at things, and I say, "Do you like this here, or do you want this?" I kind of know what she likes, but like I said, we have pretty much everything we need and want, so it's just whether she wants it or not. Most of the time, she doesn't want me spending the money, wasting money that we don't need to waste. So I'm very lucky in that part.
And I guess that's what it is right there. That part where it's a test where when we're looking for females, we're looking for the ones who are going to be good, managers of our time and resources.
Yes, there you go. That's it, Black Cleaner. That is absolutely it.
They might not so much as manage it, but at the same time, they don't waste your time and your resources on things, unnecessary things. Um, but like I said, I mentioned how I met my wife. Is she was my housekeeper. I had a stroke. She took care of me with no expectations in return. She didn't. Even when I insisted on giving extra money, she refused it. Spending time and helping me recover. I saw she was a good person, so I decided to marry her. Been living out there ever since. I got lucky in that aspect.
But you don't plan on going back to US, do you?
I have family, some family in the U.S. that I care about. It's just
Right.
they're just scattered all over the world, all over the place in the U.S. And a lot of times I'll video chat with them. Like we're in a live stream now, I just get on there and video chat with them and talk with
That's
Right.
how I'm gonna be with my family when I move. Like, to my, we miss you. Let's hop on a live chat. I'm not, no. Y'all need to get the hell out of here.
I hear you. And
There's
yeah, you
other
know, so you're right. That's what I probably need to do with my YouTube. I just need to make it a family panel. Oh, y'all miss me? Y'all want to see me? All right, well, just hop on my panel. Here's the StreamYard link.
There you
As
go.
long as your family can handle some of the conversations that are going on in your room. You know, even though they might come in for the occasional like live, like not even a live, but you can be off and just bring everybody into the green room in the back room like we did yesterday.
Yeah,
But
that's what that, and that was kind of lit.
once your family knows your YouTube channel, that can be a whole nother thing too.
Yeah.
well,
You know how many of
like
my family members got my channel name or came over here? Not
Cool.
one. They didn't ask me
Sure.
before, and I told them, yeah, no, the plane not ready for you to get on it yet. Like,
Right.
for a couple reasons. For one, the Bible say no man is a prophet in his own house. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
two, no, like I'm an actual traveler, and outside of my mother, nobody else in my family travel like that. I'm like, it's the travel space. You know what I mean? For three, I'm not finna be on here bickering and going back and forth with my family. That's just not what I'm gonna do. So
Well,
therefore, we could talk offline. You don't have to come on my YouTube page. I just want to support you. I'm fine right now. You can support me later. That's fine. But let me get this kingdom built, and then I will gladly invite you to it.
it's like I mentioned a few times to my older sister how kind of crazy she is, parent type. Um, the last time I talked to her was 13 years ago. Even though I did try to contact her, just to update things, she hasn't talked to me. Last thing she said to me, she says the only reason that you're going overseas is to rent girls for baby, and that's the nicest way I can put it.
Hmm.
My sister is not a giver; she's a taker, and she'll take everything she can get. And it doesn't matter if you go both trying to help her out.
There you go.
It's not that I don't love her. It's not that I don't care about her, but she's just the type of person you can't really be around because she just brings so many problems to you. It's just not worth
Yeah, I feel you. You know what, Adam? It's some family members that I say you just gotta love from a distance.
it. Yeah,
I still
and
love you, but I gotta love you from across the street.
that's basically what I do. My younger sister, about the only time she really contacts me is when she needs something,
When
like
she needs something.
advice or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
when she needs advice, like the house that she's living in is my mom and dad's house. And when mom, even what I did is I paid off when I was doing my landscape business, I paid off the mortgage for my parents' house. But the house, when she passed away, when my mom finally passed away, my dad had already passed, the house went in all three of us names. And she was asking me what part did I want. I didn't accept any money. I signed my part over the tour, just to be helpful and be nice. My other sister, my older sister, I'm not sure how much money she got, but she was trying to get every penny that she could get out of it.
Hmm.
But and what's sad about my older sister, that's where I was saying I did my landscaping business, and I started buying houses and fixing them up and renting them out. Now I have a property manager that takes care of everything. That I have an accountant to make sure everything that's my money is going being used correctly. Nobody's abusing it. One of the houses that I fixed up, I gave to my older sister. She wound up, it was a nice home. She wound up selling it and started living in a rental. She didn't want the house; she wanted the money. And then she complains about her rent being so high. But she had a house. The only thing she had to do was pay the insurances on it and keep the taxes. That's all she had to do. That just shows you, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that's the thing, though. That's why we all have individual lives. Because I learned a long time ago, if you spend your life trying to make everybody else happy, that you're gonna sacrifice your own.
Facts.
Well, you if you try to be helpful to others, you'll learn very quickly. There are some people out there, no matter what you do, you never can please them. Always be in the way.
I heard someone say, and I can't find a way to debunk it because that's how I test like things that I'm gonna adopt in my life. I try to debunk it. They said you could either be at peace with yourself and at war with the world, or you could be at war with yourself and at peace with the world. Those are the two, and I choose to be at peace with myself. I don't. I'm not
Well,
a people pleaser like that.
I'm at peace with myself, and for the world, I do what makes me happy, regardless of the world's expectations. And a lot of negativity, drama, and stuff like that. I do my best to avoid it. Doesn't matter who it comes from.
Mhm.
Is it easy? No. Is anything in life ever easy? No. At
Well,
least,
I
at least
understand
anything.
what they mean with the whole because it gets addicting. You know what I'm saying? To want to be um, have the what they call the attention, the celebrity, the grandeur, and all of that. And that's really what happens is that people, they get a taste of the power, they get a taste of the spotlight, and then they become like money making Mitch. Is the if I leave the game, is the is the game going to respect me? Are they still going to love me like they do? It becomes like that. And that's like, I mean, you could see what happened when it came to some of the YouTubers out here that fell off when they was getting all of the the money and the super chats and the cash apps and all of the likes and stuff, and then all of a sudden, as you said, they was at war with themselves because they had to realize, okay, well, I'm out here and I'm making a fool out of myself, but I'm being rewarded for the foolishness that I'm providing. And I think you
There
said it
was
best, Charlie. You said, I mean, yeah, I'm getting a lot of views for the content that I'm creating right now, but is it worth, you know, uh, doing it? And you was like, nah, I think I'm gonna, just take the slow route and and let it cook slowly.
Sometimes the stairs is the best way to go. The elevators come with too many stipulations. Come with like say with that like even to this day like those drama field lives that I was doing. Those are some of the best numbers that I've done on YouTube. But people started looking at my channel as a debate channel, a channel to where you could come and be disrespectful to one another. You could cut somebody out over here, and I was like, you know what? That's not worth it.
uh,
I rather a slow burn.
I can't
Exactly.
I, I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but y'all might have seen it or heard something about it. He was a YouTuber that was giving like dating advice stuff like that, and he was saying all kinds of things about never dating a single mother, never dating a single mother, talking
Are you
down
talking about
on 'em and
Kevin Daniel?
everything. And
That's what I'm talking about.
the whole time he was dating a single mother.
Oh no, you talking about what's his name?
Fugazi. No Fugazi does that.
No
I
Fugazi.
don't
Shannon
remember his
Sharp,
name.
not something Sharp. Donovan Sharp.
Donovan Sharp does too, but no Fugazi as well. He's another one.
See, that's the thing. Anybody could come online and pretend to be anybody that they want to. All you have to do is be convincing with your eyes. And if that's lies, there's a little bit of truth mixed into them.
But I have never had their content or seen any of their YouTubes. But maybe the reason that they were saying don't date a single mother is because they were saying don't make the same mistake I did.
No, that wasn't
Yeah, but they was also saying I would never date a
alpha
single
male
mother.
like him. Yeah, that wasn't what they were saying. They just got found out. They was like, it turned out they wasn't the person that they was pretending themselves to be. You know what I mean? Like, and then when they called him on, he was like, "Well, I'm an outlier. The same rules that I'm saying don't go for me, and this, that, and the third." Like, come on, dude.
Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, see, I can't stand those. You know what I'm saying? I try to own who I am. If I'm out here and I'm being, crazy, well, guess what? If y'all consider me to be crazy, so what? That's who I am. I am who I am, and that's all that I am. That's Popeye would say.
They were basically hypocrites. They were telling people not to do what they were doing. They say, they were doing it in the background, but yet condemning other people for doing the exact same thing and saying that they don't do that type of stuff. There was another woman. She was a female influencer, and she was giving dating advice. She even made up like falsified things like where she is a therapist for dating, marriage, and stuff like that.
We know who
And
that
all
is.
well, see, if you mention their name, that might can cause problems.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
And they come to find out that she was all fake, and she was going over to like Dubai and doing all these weird, crazy stuff with men over there. Everything she protested against, she was doing.
Yeah, she was a side piece.
The porter parties.
This is crazy.
I want to know, how is that possible? The whole porter party situation, that is crazy.
Because the same way that brothers go out there and they feel like what they spending on women is not any money, you got Arab dudes that spending a lot of money, and to them is not a lot of money. $100,000 is not a lot of money to a person that got $50 million or something like that.
I was on another guy's live stream, and this guy come on there. I won't mention his name. I remember his name. I remember his name that he showed up in the comment. But he was blaming women because he went to different countries. He goes into certain areas. He gets drunk, carries those girls back to his place, and they want to rob him and taking everything he's got, including his passport. That happened to him on multiple occasions. But he was blaming the women, but not taking accountable for the actions. He never saw himself as the problem. He never saw himself as the problem.
Of course not. Because then he would have to fix himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's a fact.
Question, Charlie or Ronan, have y'all seen the big brawl that happened here, that happened in Cartagena this past weekend between the
piece of it, but
you put something up like that? But yeah, I've seen quite a few. It's like you were damn near right there, weren't you?
Yep. Exactly. It happened at it happened at Delirium. That's the spot where all of the Black Americans hang out at in Cartagena. And pretty much. I don't know what the cause was, but in the rumor mill was saying that it was some sisters that was there, and they got mad at the Colombians for whatever reason, and then they started arguing, with the Colombians, and then some dude stepped in to protect the Colombian women, at what we would call the simps or whatever. Hey, yo, don't be disrespecting my bitch. I mean, my woman. And then some American dude stepped in to protect the sisters, and then those two factions started fighting, and it led to that you see on the internet.
Like in Thailand, if you say if you go and you fighting a Thai man, most times
Oh yeah, the whole community is about to jump you. You about to get jumped and get your ass whooped.
Yeah. It don't matter how big and bad you are, enough of them will join in. And
I would tell people all the time, you can't beat the whole country. I don't care how Billy Badass you think you are.
But these weren't. But it was all Americans. It wasn't. There were no Colombians. The Colombians was just sitting there watching. Like, look at y'all. See, this is why we really don't like you Negroes. I mean, they actually had one post where they actually put monkey sounds in the fight. So that's what they think of Black Americans. Yeah, look at y'all niggas out here fighting. Y'all coming over here and see, this is why we don't like dealing with you all. I'm surprised they haven't put the Passport Bro name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's going to happen soon.
I tell people when you go overseas to fly under the radar, stay out of trouble.
Okay. Finally got one. I have a poll in my room right now. It says, do you plan on getting married abroad? On one channel, hell no. Nobody said yes yet. On the other, one person out of two said yeah. So
why is that though? I mean, well, something I can understand that, because I mean, when I was at shout out to Rooftop Republic, Unc Jay and Miguel, because it was like a whole, it was like a frat house there, this week for the Super Bowl. And then of course they're doing the CTG Fest. I just left when all of the brothers started coming over there, but it was like a whole bunch of ex-military veterans there, and it was like a brotherhood. And the mentality of all of the brothers was like, hey, you had one or two of us, who were, looking for romance, but everybody else is like, come on, bruh. You in the middle of pro town. You gonna try to wife one of these pros? Get out of here. Enjoy your turn. Have your fun, do your reset, and then get back to work when you finish.
I didn't see guys overseas marry the pro girls that you was talking about. Nice work, and then they wonder why their marriage ends up in misery. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said before, most good women overseas is looking for a good man for marriage. They ain't out here just having a good time, writing love and stuff like that. The majority of them, some of them probably didn't occasionally have a good time. One time or another will perform them. Nobody's perfect. Everybody does what makes them happy. But you marry a professional or girl as soon as one guy gets off the plane, as soon as he boards that she don't leave the airport, she just goes to the next area and wait for the next guy to come in. There's plenty of that happens there. They think especially in LDRs when they leave long distance, that some of them girls got multiple boyfriends, or you out there have another one in taking care of them.
Yeah, I've heard to where a woman to go to the airport with one man to drop him off and stay there to meet her next man that's coming into the country.
Yeah, I didn't like the condo that I was staying at in Chiang Mai. The condo area was called the Night Bazaar because it was in the Night Bazaar area in Chiang Mai. And the woman that owned the hotel condo units, whatever you want to call them, she owned massage parlors. And some of the girls come over there, and you hear them talking in English. They talk to one guy talking about them sending them money to their bank account. They are off back home in their own country, and then they hang up on that guy, and then calling up the next guy talking about him doing the exact same thing. I go, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a racket though, because just think about it like this: if they got 10 guys to send them what $20 a piece, which is not nothing, that's a decent haul for a person that live in a country to where it doesn't take a lot of money to live. That's a decent haul, and they do it like once or twice a week. Come on,
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind Western Union Poppy.
yeah,
It's like the massage parlors in Thailand. You know very well what can happen in there. They have the naughty massages and stuff like that. And some of them will actually come back to your hotel room. They can lead to other things if you get my meaning. And they deal with guys and stuff like that. And guys will date them and stuff like that. As soon as you leave, the next boyfriend, they pick up the next boyfriend. They just switch them back and forth, and they just collect money. A lot of them making good money doing that. Not only doing naughty stuff in the massage parlors, going back to hotels, but pretending to be their girlfriend and stuff like that, and they get like a monthly allowance. They're getting it from multiple sources.
But my question is this: who do we blame? Do we blame the woman or do we blame the man for being taken advantage of and so naive?
I blame it in general. In general, you know, the woman is a bad person for doing that, but I blame the people. I blame the man for enabling.
If she's just trying to survive, that's like saying the lion is the bad animal for eating the antelope.
Well, the question is because same situation. I was here in what's it called in Cartagena. Met me, two nice young women that while I was here, and I see that's the thing. I always have these kind of conversations with
two. I'm not going to glaze over that, Black Cleaner. Did you just say two?
Yes, they were sisters. They were very nice. You'll see them because I actually have them on my videos in YouTube.
You didn't just say sisters, bro.
Yes. Well, I mean, they were. They were
a family
sisters,
that shares stays together.
Well,
no, I don't
in Latin America.
What's going to blow your mind? I won't name the country, but I went over there and like when I was on my landscape business in the wintertime, you have months off where it's not much going on. Any lumber, wood, and stuff like that. You used to sell firewood and stuff like that, and push snow. And then the people, any extra money they'll get from partial unemployment. And I went overseas, and I met this girl. To come to find out, she had a twin. They were both trying to date me, trying to see which one liked me. And to come to find out, they both liked me at the time. I made my intentions clear. I'm just there to have a good time and stuff like that. If you want to have a good time with me, that's up to you. I wound up dating both of them at the same time because they both liked me until I left. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that was in my youth.
Gotcha. So, but yeah, all I was saying was that, I was talking to the females and I was asking them about the situation, and they was just saying, yeah, they are here to survive, but what happens is they get taken advantage of, and then as soon as they realize they get taken advantage of, then they flip the script on it so that they can use to use it to their advantage. So really, like what you're saying is correct. It's really about the treatment. If you treat a person with respect, they're gonna treat you with respect. You treat them with disrespect, you're gonna get disrespect in return. And that's really what it boils down to in the big scheme of things. Because like even the chicks that I was talking to, I know what they do. You know what I'm saying? I can't save them because I can't save everybody. I already got people who, are into me looking for help and provision and all of these things. So I can't be running around, I do what I do. Like, okay, they invited me to their house and I go to their house and the chick doesn't even have a toilet seat at her house. And I'm like, I'm like, you ain't got no toilet seat. She's like, yeah, the house is the landlord is terrible. Look at, and she's showing me all of the problems with the house that they're in. And, I take a shower over there because we was on our way to go, go out to the club or whatever, so because we left the beach and I came to change my clothes and, out of my beach attire to go to dinner. So, the shower head is all messed up. There's no toilet seat on the toilet. So for me, I'm a landlord. I own homes. So the least thing, I'm like, a toilet seat is only going to be about $10, $15. The least I can do is provide a damn toilet seat for you to sit on. And go ahead, Adam.
That's the toilet seat in Thailand is cheaper than that.
But you get my point. And that's what I did. We ended up the next day, we ended up going to Palenque together. And then as soon as, we finished the tour in Palenque, I stopped at their Home Depot, what they call the home center. And I went and bought them a toilet seat. You know what I'm saying? So, things like that. So me showing, okay, I understand y'all are out here doing what you're doing, but you're still humans. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be like really mistreating you. And that goes a long way with them. When they see me in the streets, they're going to look out for me. Unlike, and also let me say this too, because we ended up going out to the salsa club together, and we're in the salsa club together chilling, and we see another, guy up in there. He's from Philadelphia, and he's with this chick from Venezuela, one of these Angela Valdez. Anybody who watches Power, you understand what I mean, types. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I dap it up with him. I'm talking with him. He's an older gentleman. He's a senior. He looks like he's in his He looks like he's in his early 70s. He's all grayed. Got a gray beard or whatever. And I'm talking to him. He's telling me that he's been there 8 or 9 times or whatever. I'm there with the girl, the girls that I'm dealing with, they're sisters and their sisters. You know what I'm saying? They're Afro-Colombian. He's with this, this Blanca Venezuelan chick. The chicks send me a text like 10 minutes later because he ends up going to the bathroom and she's telling me, yo, the girl that chick just scoped his drink. You need to go tell your boy. And I was about to get up and go do it, and they're like, yo, you can't do it like that. You gotta relax. Because if you go and you make a scene and tell your dude that he just got poisoned or whatever, you'll become the next target, because she's not here alone. She's here with a Venezuelan gang. So if you messing up their operation, as soon as you leave this club, you're gonna be we're going to be the target, because you stop them from doing what they trying to do. So you got to do it smoothly. So I got up, I walked over to the dude, asked him if he had a WhatsApp. He's like, nah, man, I ain't got no WhatsApp. I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to leave, and I'm trying to like pull on his jacket, like, yo, that that girl just slipped you a Mickey. Don't trust that chick. And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay. Now, I warned the dude, and I said my piece, and I went out. But the dude, continued doing what he was doing. I hope he, was smart enough and keen enough to get the warning that I gave him. But, I don't know, because I ended up just leaving the club from there, and we ended up going to a different club. But, that's another thing, too. You need to definitely be choosing the right chicks. I mean, we say it all the time. If this is somebody that that you would never get in the States, chances are, if she's on you right now, she's on you for a reason. And the reason might not be beneficial to you. So you need to be, keeping your head on a swivel, because That right there, and that's one of the things that they were saying. The girls was telling me while we was walking out. She was like, "Yeah, you can't make a scene because then they'll be trying to get at us." But at the same time, your your Black American buddies that be coming here to Cartagena, they need to be leaving these blancas alone because the 9 times out of the 10 it be the blanc. It's always the blancas that be scopomeaning you guys because they don't care about you all. You're food to them. They're on you because you're an easy mark, not because they like you.
There's two things I would like to talk about. When I first moved to this house here with my wife, it had a squat toilet. So I replaced it with a flush toilet, American style flush toilet. They didn't have a sink in the bathroom to wash your hands. The whole bathroom is the shower, the way they fix it, set it up. The electrical wiring didn't have a safety shut off to the shower head where it's hot water on demand. So I replaced it. I bought a new hot water on demand shower and then put in the safety switches in case something happens. Also, I bought the AC. I bought the AC is 12 years old. So yeah, little things like that. You might, if you decide to live, so if you meet with somebody and decide to live in a home or whatever, or you buy a home, you might have to upgrade to some, a little bit of modern amenities. And talking about the people that wake up with Mickeys, there have been cases been cases in Colombia where somebody slips on one of them little Mickeys to knock them out, and then they wind up waking up and then missing a kidney. So you gotta be careful on how you go around and do stuff.
I mean, even that slang you're using means that we as a people, meaning Americans, are used to this happening even in the United States. Being slipped a Mickey ain't something new. We actually have a catchphrase for it. Being slipped a Mickey.
Yeah.
And when you go on vacation, you learn to disarm yourself when you should not be.
Exactly.
You put yourself in vacation mode and you stop being aware of your surroundings. Why are you doing that? Especially if you're going and hanging out in unseedy places.
People go overseas and think that everything's just going to naturally work out. They can lower their guard. Think that they're not going to be any problems or complications or anything like that. It's just
the funny thing is this wasn't an unseedy place.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was a nice salsa bar, but you just chose wrong because you saw Angela Valdez over there and thought you was Ghost and thought you could bag her. That's maybe what happened.
At that point, Black Cleaner, couldn't you kind of went to the bouncer, the security, and say, "Yo, these two chicks are kind of on the low." Poisoning old dude over there. I just watched her slip a drink in there and then walk out. They have no idea who told the security. You're walking out. As you're walking out,
you know what, Ronan? What I would like to say is there actually was a news story that talked about it. Not only is gangs involved, but they have clubs involved and all type of stuff.
Exactly. But we did both. I warned him personally when I was walking out, but we also told the bouncer. So if something happened to the dude, it was put out there. You know what I'm saying?
If you told him that and you left, there's no way that who's gonna know besides you? Well, not even you gonna know because you left.
Well, the bouncer would be the only person to identify you. Yeah.
Right. Well, I can give a different example. In Thailand, they have what's called the jet ski scam. And a lot of times, foreigners
they got that
jet skis, and they're already out in the water, so you can't really look up under it to see if it's any damage or anything like that. Person rents the jet ski, ride it around, and they pull it back up. And the first thing to do is the person looks up under it and says that you got to pay money for the damage that's done to the jet ski. and you know very well that you didn't damage the jet ski. So the police are called involved, and then the price actually goes up, and the police officer is in on the scam. Some of them are in on the scam, and they actually make money from that. So some places like bars where they have bouncers and stuff like that, and other aspects, those people are getting a pay cut on it. It's like riding a tuk tuk. They like drive you to. You might ask to go somewhere, and they wind up driving you to a place where you buy stuff, and you didn't ask them to do that. They do that because they get the places giving them extra money, giving them money if you pull up and if you buy something. So they do that, and it takes you out your way, and it increases whether you buy something or not. The tuk tuk driver still makes money because they drove you somewhere out the way, and they're going to charge you for that price. So it's best to make before you ride in one, you negotiate the price before you can sit down and the person drives off. And you can videotape it. Same with like motorbikes. If you're in a motorbike, before you sign the contract, check check to see if it has any scratches, any types of damage, or anything like that. Place the contract on top of the motorbike and take a picture with the motorbike showing the different scratches and all that, any damage that's done. And you do not give them your passport. The more legit places, they'll take a photocopy of your passport.
Yep, they do that in the DR. People they be asking for people passport. I told them don't give them your passport.
It's
Yep, I
okay for
always
them to
have.
have
That's
a
all. I keep my passport at the house. I just keep a screenshot or whatever, a picture of it on my phone because that happens. They'd be like, "Oh, where's your original?" I'm like, my original's at the house. I don't want to lose it." Oh, okay.
they know what's up. You know, don't give nobody your passport. If they want, you give them a photocopy of it. And I have like photocopies and everything of my passport. So like like at a bank, it's not that big of a deal for them to make a photocopy. But like if you rent a place, a hotel, whatever, don't give them your passport and expect them to give it back to you in the morning because they will demand money. They might have a scam and demand money for something that you didn't do, and they will not give you your passport back. And some of them might, even though they don't charge you anything for any damage, they might hold your passport until you just pay them money. They just hold it plain outright, just hold your passport. So you have to be careful on what you do.
Yo, Charlie. So are you going to Cartagena, or are you going to meet Misha and them out there, or what's your plans?
Um, Charlie's
Oh,
been
I
left
was
for a few
muted. I didn't
minutes.
realize I was muted. But I'm still looking for if I could find, like I say, in fact, I need to get on here and look for something right now. Like I say, the chick that usually watch my dogs and stuff like that, we still not on the best of terms. But if I could find somebody to watch my dogs, I would go out there. But like I say, going to Cartagena and shooting out there to Panama is at the top of my list.
Okay,
I'll probably come to one of those places before I go back to the DR. You know I love the DR.
gotcha.
You do what?
Yeah, I'll
Really?
probably go to either Panama or Colombia. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going nest at while I travel. It's between Thailand, Panama, Colombia,
So
and
you
the
don't have
DR.
a steady in DR yet, even though eventually you want a DR chance.
Well, it can easily be a Thai chin, a Filipino chin.
Okay. So
It's just
you're not
wherever
set
chin's
yet.
at.
You still flighty with that. You don't know yet. It's
No, not
whatever
really.
your
It's
fancy
just
is. You don't want to taste the rainbow and have 31 flavors.
well, it's wherever I feel the best. That just because like DR was my first place, so I feel like that's gonna be home. But like
Hmm.
say, I know Thailand, the cost of living there is beautiful. They have a
Yeah.
great medical system there. I think the women, if you find the right woman, because I believe it's all shapes and sizes of women everywhere. You just gotta maybe look a little bit harder for what you want. So
My
I might end up coming to the Philippines, brother Ronnie. You never know.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
How far are you from
Some have a
Cebu? I mean, Nobu, whatever.
I'm a 60-minute flight away from Manila,
Okay.
north. I'm still on the same island, but I'm a 60-minute flight up.
What is the what's the airport code out there?
It's a Hawaiian airport.
I'm
It sounds like
code.
it's spelled like a C K, but it's with a C. So you know how you have Kauai, like in Hawaii. It's spelled with a C. So I think it's CYA or something like that. I have to go back and look.
Right now. Like I say,
But that's like a 5-minute.
But I'll be looking up flights sometimes in my spare time. You said CYA.
But as far as Cebu, I think Cebu is what 20 or 30 minutes away from Manila by car. Or are you landing in Cebu and you never actually took a car from Manila?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I might go back to Philippines. I went to, as I said, I was in. I did.
Even Clark Air Force Base has a brand new airport that's supposed to be really, really nice. So you can literally fly right into Clark, which is closer to Angeles City for those that want to do the whole
Mm-hmm.
little walking street that they do have in Angeles City.
Mm-hmm.
well, the two main airports that are the main ones that you can use in Thailand is either in Chiang Mai or Bangkok. They do
I know
have one in.
airport code is BKK. That's how many times I done looked them up.
Yeah, it's called the BBK, and the other one, Chiang Mai, I think is CNG. They do have one in Pensacola, which is like near me, but I don't think it's. I don't know how the flights work there. From what I was told, you can't really use it to fly. To fly out. I don't know. I just don't know that this fly there to drop people off, but most of the time, like if I wanted to fly out of here, I either have to go to Chiang Mai or to Bangkok. And being in Phuket, Thailand, I'm about almost direct center of Thailand, so it's about the same time to travel there, about 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, I'm in the sticks.
Yeah, to go to Bangkok, if I wanted to, like, say, slum it, I could. That, which is kind of crazy. I could get a flight from here not from here, from Chicago, because Chicago is my positioning city. From Chicago to Bangkok for $416.
Yeah, the flights ain't bad. There was one for $560 into Manila from where I was, but that was sitting in the back. I'm 6'2".
You're not gonna.
I'm 6'2", so I ain't sitting in no back. Huh?
I said, you say you moving back to the States, right?
About 2 years, depending on when we can get through immigration after everything process is done. So it just depends.
Thinking about getting your what? Are y'all married? Planning on getting married?
Yeah.
And so you're basically trying to get a K-1 visa for your wife.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about the Filipinos, when they try to get their visas, for some reason, not so much the America is strict on them. The Philippines,
no, Philippines is strict on them because
they're very strict.
Listen. They can't even fly to Thailand, Bali, or anywhere like that. They can get shut down like that. Their immigration is so tight when it comes to Filipinos because they're so easily taken advantage of globally. Yeah. They don't let them out of their own country. And even if you're married, you got a marriage certificate, everything, that your husband's standing right next to them. Sometimes they'll turn around and tell you no. So it's not even guaranteed. You buy a ticket for your Filipina that she can literally leave her own country.
Like, what do you mean they get taken advantage of so easily? I don't understand that part.
You know, one of the highest rates of GPA for the Philippines is foreign overseas workers. Filipinos work all over the globe, right? So that's a remit to type of thing. Well, they also have a lot of trafficking because you have Indians here, you have other cultures here besides for just the Filipinos, but a lot of them are so what you would say a little naive to life. So it's easier for them to be taken advantage of.
And
so
actually,
then you really want to make sure you know the person. There's documentation there. You're not getting snatched up and you're so naive you don't even know how to say help because you're not trying to be offensive.
some of them get trapped. I didn't mean to cut you off, but some of them get trapped as working as a slave to doing their work, and some of them have to be careful because they trade them off in this sex trafficking.
Well, just say ST. But yeah, there's so many different ways they are being taken advantage of that their own country is leery about letting them out, even though they're saying I want to leave.
Thailand is more relaxed on the visa for Thais, but at the same time, a lot of the stuff that Ronan's talking about, the Thais go through some of the problems.
Okay. What's up? Hold on, right fast. What's up, Huncho? How you doing, brother?
What it is, gang?
Man, super villain chilling, man. Late night kicking it with the bros on live. We probably finna get ready to shut down in a minute, but I seen you that came up earlier. Believe it or not, I was getting some work done in the background. But yeah, man, how you feeling, bro?
Oh shit, man. I'm just sticking and moving. You know how I move.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
I got down. I said it, but I really gotta make a move on that bit now. I'm finna get my passport, dog.
Yeah, man. To me, there's no downside to it.
Nah, but I'm not doing it like the way. All right, so check it out. So I ain't gonna say what team, because she can actually be like looked up and shit, like she legit, but I'm fucking with an athletic trainer for an NFL team, and she want me to get my passport so I can go to the international game that they be hosting outside the U.S., not internationally and shit. So I'm trying to see what that shit about. That shit raw as fuck.
She trying to work out for that per diem. You might get to stay for free once you get your passport. Because the team pays for rooms and shit.
Yep. She's trying to have me out there. So and she raw too. Like I get adjusted. She like align me. Like she literally like it's almost like a chiropractor type shit. Like she know her shit.
Okay, so you done pulled up on her already.
Oh, nigga, I've been waxing them walls from here to goddamn Africa for the last 4 months.
Oh, that's what happened to you. People was like, "What happened to Huncho, bro?"
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, boy, I've been scuba diving, dog.
That's what's up, bro.
Can you share her nationality at least?
Huh?
Can you share her nationality at least?
Oh, she's German.
Okay. Oh, they say that's some of the best ones to have, them German chicks.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
she a sister or she a Blanca?
Nah, she a Blanca. Like we be working out together because I pulled up on her and we went to the facility. Bro, tell me how we working out. I started sweating, bro. She went out her way to go get a rag to come wipe my forehead and my face for me, dog.
Man. Crazy. Hey, man, it's crazy that so much. It don't take much to make a man happy. That's why I be telling these women, man, like you're not putting in no effort, man. It don't take much to make a man happy nowadays.
Well, my mama, dog.
For real.
I ain't playing, dog, but that's crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out while I'm out there too. Y'all better pull up on me out there to one of them games, because I'll for sure get y'all in.
For sure. Where is that?
What countries are they gonna be in?
They got them in Paris. One of them gonna be in Rio. They got them in forgot all the ones that you were talking about. Huh?
Don't tempt me with Rio. You know I'll pull up on Rio.
Man, pull up, dog. Yeah, shit. Bush, while you bushing around, boy, I might be able to get you in one of her homegirls or some shit. Shit, dog. Oh, I ain't bullshitting.
Oh
Listen,
shit!
I pull up to Rio. I love Rio, bro. I ain't gonna lie
That
to
shit
you.
raw as fuck, dog. Oh God, that shit crazy, bro. Then I done went to like some of the practices and shit. Like, bro, that shit raw, dog. That shit raw as fuck, bro. That
Well,
shit so goddamn raw.
a couple of pointers that I would give you. I would go ahead and start on my passport immediately because sometimes well, I could tell you I wouldn't say it online, but I could tell you how to get it fast without costing a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I like say you never know what the government got going on. So I tell people once you make up your mind, go and pull the trigger on it. You know what I mean? Just because
Mm-hmm.
my cousin, it took his probably like 6 months, and that's unheard of. I got mine in probably like 2 months, like 2.5 months, but I didn't learn the little hack until you know what I mean. I helped somebody else get it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." They go, bro, right?
Yeah, I just gotta have it by like she want me to have it by the time the season get back. Cause I'll be flying out with them and shit. Like, I'm like, bro, that's crazy, dog.
You say
That's
you flying
crazy.
out with them, so you gonna be on the plane with them?
They let
Yeah,
family
I'll be
fly
on the
then.
plane like, yeah, on God.
That's what's up.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
Because
what's
they know
up.
you're going to be there a couple of weeks most likely before the game. Because people have to acclimatize in different situations. You just can't play a game.
Yeah. They pull up early, like after one of the games, they got one like the following week. If it's a bye week or something, they'll go out there early and they'll start training in the elements and shit out there. So then I'll be out there for like a week, 2 weeks or some shit like that, just chilling. I'm gonna start making videos and shit too out there. And
You
then like
should.
start doing like shit like that on some
You got
like
plenty of time while you're working.
yeah. So I'm already like positioning myself. So I done put 2 more semi trucks on the road already. So I'm just like positioning myself. So once I start traveling with her, I still be able to make all my money type shit, you know?
Nah, that's what's up. Let
Did
me
you?
ask you something because the thumbnail. Do you be on K9 Live?
K9, who is K9?
Oh, I guess not then.
No, that ain't him. That ain't the same person. You thinking of God damn it, what's his name? Something Pookie.
Yeah, yep. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, because Huncho, he done been over here a bunch of times. You know what I mean? I'm very familiar with him, but I was like, I never known him to be on nobody else's live. But
yeah, they almost
like,
your avatars almost look exactly. Their avatars almost look exactly alike. Because I got confused one day. I thought it was Honcho.
Okay.
Pookie. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I only be on 2 people live, and that's Chan and folks named Misha.
Yep. That's what's up. Yeah, no, bro, shit. Keep me goddamn informed on that, because like I say, man, I left some socks over there in Rio and thought about going back to get them. That's how much I love Rio.
He said socks.
That's
Did
how
you
much
know?
I love
Share
Rio.
the food, dog.
Man, Rio is beautiful, man. Oh my God, Rio is beautiful.
And bro, the crazy part about it, she telling me about all these places. Nigga, I don't even know where this place at, dog. I got the faintest idea what Rio is, bro.
That's in Brazil.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I went to a long flight, but I'm telling you, like, especially if you're going with something out there and she pressure, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, bro.
She better get down with bringing people into the scene, cause nigga, I will slip off.
Did y'all know?
You want to slip off out there and listen. If you tempted by the skin, bro, it's gonna be beautiful women out there everywhere, man. You're gonna get like beautiful paralyzed. It's gonna be women that you're gonna miss because everybody just so beautiful out there.
Did y'all notice when my wife came in the room, she did her best to keep her face off camera, just like Ronin's girl did.
Hey, Charlie Chan, check your email again, bro. I just broke you down, bro. That shit looks good.
I'm checking it now.
That's my lunch. I'll just call it smoke. It's just smoked noodles with beef, with pork and vegetables.
You got me looking upset.
Yeah, because people are giving up money. That's the whole idea behind the thumbnail. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing giving money to chicks that you don't know? That's why you look like that.
They in love though. That's crazy. Was she in love with them? But yeah, nah, that's
She's
what's
doing
up.
the love bombing thing. She's doing the love bombing thing.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Charles-
They love bomb you, and I don't know what it is, but it's when you. Well, I can't say a black man, but when you call me, when she first got me when she called me Poppy, I was like, man, no matter what she did in life, it's not that bad. Man, yeah, she damn near got me with the Poppy. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go on, goddamn it, just move out here. Fuck it, you know what I mean? But once I started like spreading my wings, like brother Huncho just said, man, once I slipped off, I was like, oh, they all like this. Okay.
Yeah, that's corrupt you out there, boy. That's I see what y'all mean now, bro. You can really get corrupted out there. Man. Once you just start looking, it's like, oh my God.
Once you get bit by that travel bug, it never goes away, bro.
Man, for real.
I've been traveling since I was 3. It never.
Yeah, I was an army brat, but I tell people like, say, y'all remember New Jack City when Pookie relapsed, and he was like, it just keep calling me. That's how I feel about traveling, man. It just keep calling me, man. It's just an addiction at this point, man. I don't want no fancy cars no more. I don't want no what jewelry like that no more. I just rather get on flights. I'm finna buy a property here. I'm finna buy my first property in probably about the next 60 to 90 days. And after that, I'm just gonna go up, and all of that's gonna be investment property for when I do move to the Philippines or Panama or Thailand or Colombia or somewhere. I will already have my residual set up, and anything that I make on top of that is just extra.
Yeah, that's raw. That's raw as hell. Because I heard earlier, Black Cleaner said he was a landlord. I'm like, bro, this nigga is snapping, dog.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what we're involved in too, man. A bunch of brothers that's over here that's really, they not just talking about it, they being about it. You know what I mean? They actually man of what they say.
That's why I'm trying to get up with YB.
Yeah.
On the things he was saying, I need to get up with him on that.
No, YB really, he really that dude, man. He really
him.
Yeah, for sure.
He's really him.
Was you on the live when he came up that one time?
Yeah. I was talking to him.
Yeah. Bro, really was dropping some game too.
Yeah, he was. And at first, I ain't really had nothing to say. No, when he said he probably ain't gonna come back up, I'm like, this nigga like a modern day father. When he leave, ain't no telling if he coming back or not.
Right. he go to the store to get a gallon of milk. You might not see him again. You might want to take advantage of him now.
Oh,
he said, I'm not options. I'm out.
Right. So yeah, no. But believe it or not, unfortunately, like say what that's what I was talking about earlier. I'm just doing a leverage thing to pick up these little couple properties. But then, like I say, I don't really want to go too far into it because this is on the internet. But in the next about 12 to 24 months, I have multiple properties just leveraging and things of that nature. And I know it's a such thing as over leveraging, but the way that it's set up is little to no risk for me. So yeah,
that's what it is. Though.
Yeah,
long as you know where you're going, don't nothing else matter.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I got plan A, B, and C. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one thing I'm gonna know is the numbers. So yeah, I was thinking about getting into the trucking game too, but I gotta go ahead and get this set up, and then I'll be into the trucking game. Uncle Rico, what it do, good brother? I think that was from earlier, but yeah, no, man. That's
what you mean? Rico Kimbo. Yeah, he was here.
Oh yeah. He said, Chad said he been busy like moving around, so he probably ain't see it.
Right.
Yeah. So you when you get a truck on the road, you get up with me, dog. You already know. I know the game in and out.
Yeah, you see, right near he done took off with the little package delivering joint. He done took off like.
Oh yeah.
So man, to me that's inspiring, man. Like I say, that's why I'm on the net, man, to link up with like-minded people, man, to really elevate. Just because, man, like say you got like Ronan, the guy that's down in the bottom right, man, treasure troller. Now he walked me through something while we were
Yeah.
going live.
Yep. I remember you saying something about that live. I went and watched the replay. I'm like, oh yeah, he dropping gems.
Yeah. And
He
that, hey,
dropping
he ain't asked me for
gems.
nothing on live or behind the scenes. You know, some people hit
Yeah.
you, well, yeah, man, man, go and look out on me or something. He ain't asked me for nothing in the front end or the
Yep.
back end. So shout out to Ronan, man.
Yeah, he real for that. Because
Yeah.
the gems he was dropping, people want you to subscribe to their channel and like pay for a subscription and all that to give out what he gave for free.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
That's a
crazy.
fact.
I want to get more
If
into
I
that
know
too. Like,
you,
hey, Ronan, you know much about day trading?
I don't do any trading. I don't do any trading, but I can tell you, you know who also does stuff like this? And he's retired at a very young age. He comes on the show, financial
OTO?
O2O. Yeah.
Yep.
Fellow Marine, very trustworthy. That brother's been in a lot of businesses, been brought up like me, mentored. And basically he had to end, and he really recognized his opportunity. And basically he's a multimillionaire right now. He retired.
Oh,
He come
wow.
up here for fun. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's
See, that's
people out here
awesome.
just come up for fun. They don't need to work.
Yeah.
They ain't looking for a check. They already got their bag.
Now, what caught my ear about OTO is where he was talking about he was showing like some type of receipt of like say a mentee that he had that when he got his first property he walked away with $1,000. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. Now I done heard of people doing that, but I never been that close to somebody that said they actually was involved in something like that. It's always been on the internet. So man, like I say, the sky's the limit, man. That's why I've been going live every day this week, but the sky is the limit, man. For real, for real. That's what I was telling you about. I know you were saying that you see, like you work with the cash and stuff, but I mean, everybody do what work for them. But me personally, man, this leveraging credit and money stuff like that, bro. That's it for me. Like that's what I love that about it, because believe it or not, it's in other countries too, where for one, you don't even have a outlet to get credit, and for two, that's just like in places like I think is Dubai or something like that. Like if you don't pay your loans and shit, you go to jail. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Opposed to in America, they just goddamn and fuck up your credit. So I was like, shit, fuck that. I was born with nothing, but it's just a move for me, bro. Like I say, I turned damn near nothing in the first month. Damn near nothing, like a couple $1,000s into like $50,000-$60,000 on paper.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, it's 1,000 ways to get some money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And I just need one. Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
You
Yeah.
need one that's repeatable on a consistent basis. You ain't got to worry about it. It manages itself while you sleep. That's your
Well,
goal.
yeah, for sure. But everything got grassroots. You got to start somewhere. I generally tell my nephew, man, a 1,000,000-mile journey begin with your first step.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So once I get these properties up and running, then I could get somebody in to like manage them and stuff like that, and I could be out of the country. My e-com thing, I'm setting that up to where all I got to do is just come in and swipe this credit card, and that'll be on repeat. So I got a couple things. This YouTube thing, me traveling is it's the tax implications for that. You know what I mean? And Ronan, we was talking about that on the last live. So
Right.
yeah. Sometimes you got to do the groundwork, man. What they say, what is it called, philanthropic, where a tree grows down before it grows up.
Oh
Yeah,
facts.
root. It shoots a root down before a branch shoots up.
Right.
Yeah, that's like that's anything you gotta crawl before you walk. But before you could be a boss, you gotta know how it feel to be a worker too.
That's a fact.
See, now that you guys said that, that's one of the reasons why I'm in the Philippines and why I plan on coming back. Right now, I'm building bases and roots of multiple different business of income streams. Once I finish mastering that and putting that together, once I come back to America, it's a done deal. I don't have to worry about doing anything. Everything's already turnkey and done. But I needed to be able to focus away from the demands of what goes on in America.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't have that luxury. That's why I cut out my 3 biggest vices. That's women, drinking, and smoking. And yeah. But you know, anything worth having generally comes with sacrifice. And the cost, the question of the matter, are you willing to sacrifice in the short term to win in the long term?
Right.
And that's what I'm on. So it's beautiful. Like I say, I tell brothers that like say that have contact with me in the back office or whatever. I said, man, I'm the receipt guy. Tell me to prove it and I'll prove it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Tell me, say call receipts and I will show you how I walked it down. And now I'm on the verge of something that's really, really catastrophic, something gigantic. You know what I mean? Something that I like you say, is just once it's ready made, once it's set up, it's just turnkey, like you say. So yeah. But man, this been a great live and everything, man. Yeah, man, Hunter, I seen you pull up last night. I was like, damn, Hunter pull up on the night that Anna pull up too. I was like, that's what's up.
Oh shit.
That sounds like an inside joke or inside story.
Yeah. Shout out to Huncho.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh shit! Let me put that up there first.
Speaking of deep sea diving,
I can't hear you, Black Lena.
I said, speaking of deep sea diving, that's what Honcho was saying. He's like, man, I was deep sea diving.
Oh yeah, school.
What you doing down there in Panama? What you up to down there, Black Cleaner?
I just got back, as I said. I'm here. You know, I was in Cartagena enjoying myself. So yeah, well, Carnival's about to happen here, and it starts tomorrow. So it's about to be all live for the next week here in Panama.
That's what I want to do, man. I want to be able to just fly around and enjoy myself. I want to go to Colombia for the festival. Then I want to go to Panama for the festival. Then go to Brazil for the carnival, and that's what I want to do, man. I tell people, man, like I don't think you was meant to work yourself to death. That's not what the Creator had in mind for us. That's what the person that you're making rich had in mind for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, those in charge has created a money matrix where you gotta have money to survive in this world. I don't think that's the way the world was intended to be. You know, pretty much everything that you basically need, Mother Nature can provide for you. It's just most people are not willing to live that type of lifestyle because of the lack of amenities and stuff. They don't want to do their own hunting, fishing, growing their own crops, having their own firewood and stuff like that. Like a
I think it's also it's also due to lack of knowledge, because I don't know how to. I know how to fish. I don't know how to farm. I don't know how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? I see it on TV, but if somebody taught me how to do those things, like, once again, shameless plug. I just put a live on my YouTube page of me being in Palenque, which is the first free black city in America. It was established in 1603. So the city is 400 years old. You know what I'm saying? They ran away from the slave ships in Cartagena and ran, an hour outside of Cartagena and established their own city out there. And it's been there ever since. Of course, they still, when I'm walking through the city, there's a dude on a mule just trotting through the city. I'm like, I've never seen that. So the point to what I'm saying to you is, a lot of us, because, we're either in the Gen X generation, we're in the, millennial generation, and now they got even the Gen Z generation. You see what I'm saying? nobody's teaching us. Ain't nobody taking us out to the countryside and teaching us those basic things of survival. We wake up and they tell us to go to school and go get a job, and some of us don't even know how to do that correctly.
Well, just say like for example.
Hold on right fast. Black King, I think you got some feedback.
I got some feedback.
Yeah, when H-Pat was talking, we could hear some feedback.
Yeah, we can hear through your mic.
Yep, there you go.
Just say a sample. Say if the world collapsed, pretty much. If it did and I had to survive, I pretty much can probably create a late 1800 type of lifestyle. I can build my own place to stay as needed. I can survive off the land. I can hunt, fish, grow my own foods, crops. I can even create a water mill, which the water mill, you can use it to grind meal, bread, make flour. You can also use it as a sawmill. And if you can find the right stuff, you can turn it into where you can use it for electricity. If you got enough pulleys and a generator where you can hook up. The other things you can make a water purified system. You can make a solar distillery, or like moonshiners, they use it to make moonshine. You can use that same thing to distill and clean your water also. So there are many options out there, and I learned that from my family, mainly from my dad's side of the family that were alcoholics.
Dig that. Well, I long for the day to where me and a lot of the brothers that I've met, which I have met a lot of people from this community in real life, but I definitely look forward to the day to where it'd be rooftop living, great cigars, and laughing about the journey it took to get here. You know what I mean? To get to that point. So
I like a good cigar, but mainly you can only find them in Chiang Mai and Bangkok, and for some reason they don't mill them. You can't buy them and have them mailed to you. So I don't know all the details on that, but I know it's illegal to vape here, and the marijuana vaping laws and marijuana laws they kind of flip flop. So you need to keep check on that if you come over here, if you want to vape or whether
I don't vape. I don't even
marijuana
isn't that big a deal for me. But I do love a good cigar. Like so, I like Gurkhas, Elefantes. Where's my what's name? I got make me like a cigar now. But I've been trying to lock in, so no drinking, no smoking, no women.
I think you can get a decent cigar here. The last time that I checked, I think it's like $18 for one cigar.
That's fine. I've paid up to like $50 for a cigar.
Yeah,
it was a celebration though. It was
check it out.
A Cohiba.
Wait, you just say you paid $50 for a cigar?
Yeah, bro, they got cigars that go up to the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Man, y'all too rich for me, dog. Ain't no way. What the fuck?
Hey, check this out.
That's crazy.
I just got this in.
Oh, that's some of your merch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna need to converse with you on how you achieve that.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's what's up right there.
Just messing around with designs right now.
Say that again.
I said I'm messing around with designs right now. I'm going to be putting those on my my page to be brought in order. I'm trying to, like I said, I don't want to touch anything. I wanted to see how this company did, and basically I can lay off the business to them. They just buy and I get my cut.
Yeah.
Was that the t-shirt company that we was talking about the previous live?
No, that wasn't even that same t-shirt company yet. Okay. This is something I was messing around with. This is from actually for the quality. It's a breathable shirt.
Black, hold on right fast, Ron. Black Cleaner, you got feedback again. Okay, there you go.
It's a breathable material, so it's a breathable shirt. And I actually ordered this through Temu.
Temu do designs?
They do polos, whatever. So I wanted to see how
I'm gonna change the game.
So I'm just experimenting with different things right now before I decide, because I've ordered through Amazon. Amazon has a t-shirt direct, and different companies that support that. So I'm just trying to figure out which one's going to work best for me. So I wanted to see the quality.
I seen on Temu where you can order t-shirts and you give them your design that you want to do.
You can custom make hats, t-shirts, whatever you want. So I was just trying them out just to see. And so far they're nice. I wanted to see how long they last. That's the other thing.
Like this hat that I'm wearing, it came from Temu. How much do you think I paid for it?
Probably $5, but you paid a whole lot for shipping.
If you paid in Thai baht or if you paid in American dollars, which one? You pay in Thai baht?
I paid in Thai baht. It's like 68 baht. And that was having the mail. That was 65 baht, and I paid for that. That include the mail. So that was a little bit over $2.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. That's the same thing with like a lot of the smartphones. They go overseas, like places like China and stuff like that, and have them made. I think it was one thing they was talking about, it cost them 40 to 50 cents to make the phone, and then they turn around and ship it to another country and ask thousands of dollars for them.
Yeah. Well, just to double down on that, since we're talking about business, they say all iPhone parts are not like just exclusive to iPhone.
Samsung makes their screens. Samsung makes their screens.
Samsung make their screens. Yeah, for sure. Like people that could get it done for cheaper and more efficient, they just they contract that shit out.
You got a lot of companies that go overseas and have their products made there. The factory, everything there, the stuff that they buy comes from that country, and it's made there, and then they ship it over back to like America for sample, and then they still put on there made in America. Technically, it wasn't made in America; it was made overseas.
Yeah,
and that's a loophole.
Yeah.
When you look into it, K9, what it do, good brother? That's K9 right there, my good brother K9. Hey, K9, it was a brother that it was a guy that showed up last night that was just screaming your name. Do you know what's his name? Chill Scotty. I seen y'all was on the screen together, but he was screaming your name like y'all went to school together or something. And I'm gonna be honest. Reason why I even let him chill like that, because he was saying your name and I think the lady Melissa name. I didn't even know who she was until he brought her up, but when I went over there and looked at his screen, his channel with her and him talking, she talking about that's his fiance. He was talking about that she's his fiance. And she looked like she was reading him the riot act. When I looked over there, she was going off on him. So, man, tap in. Let me know what was up with that.
Hey, that shirt was $7.35 custom.
It was how much?
$7.35.
Oh, that's not bad. Is that landed?
Yeah, that's with their percentage markup. So even if you sold it in America for $15-$20 a shirt,
I'm starting off at 25. He said, "Yeah, they met on my live, and I guess they are."
Is it a cotton or polyester shirt?
That's crazy.
It's like this ring here is a gold ring. I bought it for my marriage. When I bought it 12 years ago, it was it's about $300 USD. Now with the price and inflation and price of gold rising up, I think it's more close to $1,000. So if I ever wanted to trade it in, I could roughly make about $700 profit on it.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, gold is high right now too, though. Like with everything that's going on in the economy, gold and silver is high. Like when I walked into Costco the other day, they're actually advertising gold and silver, and that's a play too. If you guys want to talk about that on the back end, that's a whole play to where you could buy it and off top make anywhere from $200 to $400 just on the buy in. But there's that. That's not for YouTube conversations.
Yeah, gold super high though.
Well, the only reason I'm mentioning it, it's the ring is for marriage, so I don't intend to sell it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And my wife, she has a gold ring for her, that she wears. They don't here. A lot of Thais don't really want diamonds for marriage engagements and stuff.
Yeah.
They prefer gold.
At the time, you can't wear
Because
this
gold
shit
holds
around.
value and diamonds don't. What'd you say, Ronnie?
I said you can't wear a lot of that shit around. You know what I mean? Especially in the
Oh, yeah.
Philippines, because see that you got money, they'll run you up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't flash
Not
my
right
wealth,
now,
but
as far as
I might
your
wear
shit,
my
but
ring, but that's it.
Wait, they ain't, they
Because
ain't
the
got
whole
no, they
thing
ain't got no
about
boogers over there in Thailand.
you know what?
Say that.
They don't got no boogers over there. I mean, I'm saying lingo, but like diamonds.
Diamonds.
Yeah. We call diamonds boogers where I'm from. But
No,
they
he's
don't
just
got
saying
those
they're
over there
not
like
as
that.
valuable. Like, see,
Oh,
because
okay.
believe it or not, like when you see people, like even with a Rolex, if you go buy a Rolex and you get it bust down and have a lot of diamonds put into it, because you know
Yeah.
jewelry, so you know what I'm saying is
Oh
true.
yeah.
That
I know.
Rolex is
Yeah.
no longer worth what it is. Essentially trash now.
No, that's why you see them rappers rocking them all plain gold Richard
Right,
Millie's,
because that's where the
either
money's at. Yeah.
Rolexes or Frank Mueller's or APs or Paddocks. All they rocking the plain James because they worth more.
Exactly. But real quick, let me read this. He said, "Yeah, they met on my show, and I guess they was. Oh, so they're not getting married anymore. But you know how relationships go. Wow, that's crazy. I never heard her talk until I seen that though. But shout out to you, K9.
Probably a good topic is talking about the Tampo in the Philippines, and Ronan should know a little bit about the Tampo mode that we're
I
going to go
know
through
more than
over
a
in the
little
Philippines.
bit. I know more than a little bit.
Yeah, now I was gonna say,
There are different types of
I don't know if I'm
Tampo
gonna go
for the
live again
mood.
tomorrow
Yeah.
because I've been going ham this. I've been going like live every day this week, and my other businesses and endeavors suffered because, like, if you know, YouTube take a lot out of you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was simple from the
Mentally,
outside
yeah,
looking
no,
in.
mentally it's a lot. Mentally it drains you
Yeah,
because you got to be on your game the whole time you're on the mic.
the
You know,
whole time, and even preparing for it. A lot of times, where people don't even know, bro. I get dressed. I take a shower and get dressed like I'm damn near going out before my lives.
you're going to work. Yeah, you're going to
You
work.
because I'm
This
going
is
to work
job.
exactly. You know what I mean? So
And
But
then it's
that's
the background research. Depending on your topic, you want to be versed on the research on what's going on currently with that topic. So you go on and chat GPing it up and trying to do some research, go and read some articles, whatever it is.
yeah,
So you're always going behind scenes and prepping for that live or whatever you're going to do because you don't want to seem like an idiot. And then
that's
also
a
at the
fact.
same time, what if you got a secondary job? You're out there, like you said, on the road trucking, or something like that. It's draining, man. How much effort it goes in. A lot of people don't understand. You don't just
Well,
turn
me,
on
I'm
your
not a trucker. No, I'm just talking like
no.
I
I'm
have a
just saying
couple
a lot of
different.
people don't understand. You don't just turn your camera on and start talking. You
No, that's a
literally
fact.
have to know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Facts.
Because people will definitely pull up and make you look like an idiot if you don't know what you're
That
talking
do
about.
know, right? Especially on a certain topic, if they do know about it, they'll definitely come up and try you.
Yeah.
But let's see how much he really does know.
But that's how you like weed out the
That's
people
how
who
you
just be woofing and pump faking.
That's
The
a
people
fact.
that really know what they doing.
that's how you
That's a fact.
cement yourself. Yeah, you take what's going on, right?
it's like when y'all was talking about finances and stuff like that, and talking about like property rentals. I think it was talking about somebody invested $100,000 and stuff like that. I know some of the basics, but I'm not an expert in it. That's why when Ronan started talking about it, I said it's best for he's in that type of field. He knows what he's talking about. It's best to listen to him. I ain't gonna sit there and pretend that I know something that I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a student. Like say when Ronan go to talking about like say this YouTube stuff and stuff, I'm a student and I'm perfectly the man that knows anything knows that he knows nothing at all. There's a universe of things that we will never know.
I'm still learning. What you mean?
For real.
All this stuff I'm regurgitating, I learned. I had to, like I said, YouTubing it up. I'm doing AI work right now to go through and do automation, NAN programming, and some other things. So I'm sitting here still learning at 58 years old.
Yeah.
If you're younger than me and you're not learning AI and other things, then you have to question where's your priorities at? What are you doing with your time?
When I talk about credit, these are the type of things that I talk about. That's my American Express Platinum business card.
Nice.
That's because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. And I tell people I start talking about that and the whole hour didn't went by and I didn't realize.
You can go to sleep. Yeah, you get really invigorated when you start talking about things you like to talk about.
That's a fact.
And that's what I used to tell my kids. I told my kids when they stopped wanting to go to college, I said, look, I'm glad you attempted to go to college. If college ain't your thing, you know what I'm saying? Just go find the greatest thing that you love doing, that you wake up every day excited about doing it. If you do that and do that to the best of your ability, people will be so excited about dealing with you because you like doing what you do.
Yeah.
You make just as much money as if you finished college and went and got a degree in something.
Well, what I told my daughter this, and some people may disagree with it or whatever, but this is just from from what I observed, college is for titles and networking. That's what college is. It's for titles and networking because
school period.
When you go to school for business and stuff like that, the professors themselves a lot of times don't even own business, so they're teaching you textbook stuff opposed to real world application stuff.
Real world knowledge, right?
And the craziest part about it, college just because you go to college and you majoring in a certain field don't mean you'll be able to get a job in that certain field. So in essence, college, so in essence, college don't guarantee you nothing but debt. If you just calling a spade a spade,
That's
all it guarantees.
That's the best way I've heard it put. That's a fact. It don't
and I went to college, so I know how it is.
What is sad is a lot of people get college degrees, graduate from college, and then they get out of college and try to look for jobs, and then everybody's saying that they want somebody with 5 years experience.
Exactly.
To qualify for the job. So if you just get out of college and you look for a job, how in the heck you gonna have 5 years experience if nobody gives you an opportunity?
And the clock is running on your debt.
You're in debt. Yep.
Exactly.
And the clock is running. What 5-10 years grace before you have to start paying on it?
And then honestly, I don't know.
And that's the craziest part. That's why some people that go to college, you'll find them, not all of them, but some of them, they'll be going to college and they went and got a bachelor's or something like that, and then they'll just start flying around like they just got damn King Tut or somebody, and it's like, bro, that really ain't a flex. It's an accomplishment. It's something to be proud of, but gang, you ain't really popping it like you really think you is, because bro, that's crazy, dog.
That's a
you
fact.
got
and you're $300,000 in at the same time, and you flex.
Exactly.
You got people that get bachelor's, master's degrees, and they can't find a job, and they wind up flipping hamburgers at McDonald's.
I got a family member that wouldn't got a business degree, and the job that he have right now has nothing to do with what he got with his what he graduated for. Nothing to do.
Yeah.
Well, I used to hire
that job without going to college at all.
I used to hire people, and I used to look for degreed people, and I would get. It only took me 2 times to learn this lesson. As somebody that hired, the guy had a master's degree in business. It was a sales position. He doesn't know how to talk. He can't sell you water. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter whether you had the degree. It matters whether you know how to apply it and use it, and whether you have a mouthpiece to go along with it. You can buy your way or sell your way into a job. You couldn't even talk himself into being hired.
It's mainly about applying skills.
Some people let that degree lead them when it should be their mouth leading them, showing that you learned what that degree was all about. That degree is just.
I would even double down on that. And Ron, I would even double down on that and say the dude that goes door to door selling stuff could run circles around him when it comes to selling.
Absolutely, and that's what I wound up hiring. Somebody that didn't have much bad toxic training, somebody that I could mold and that was willing to learn. That's the people I hired. I didn't give a fuck whether they had a degree or not at the end of the day.
Right.
I was gonna.
They got that experience.
My definition of a true genius is understanding that you don't know everything, and what you don't know, you're willing to take the time to learn, and you realize that life is a never-ending learning process. And you got to be willing to grow and try to do your best without making minimizing the mistakes that you make. You know, nobody's perfect. People gonna make mistakes, but you learn from them, and you don't keep repeating the same mistakes, expecting a different outcome. But it's all got to be based in reality.
That's facts, and I don't like people like if you know it, if you experienced a lot and you can pop your shit in those areas, you could then okay. But if it's something you don't know nothing about it, you trying to talk about it like you know, I just feel like you're a fool and you just trying to put over somebody because ain't no way in hell you just know about everything in this world. That makes no sense.
Like when they was talking about finances and properties and stuff like that, I knew a little bit, basic information and stuff like that. But when they start talking really deep in it, I said, the man to listen to was Ronan. You know, let him do it. Like,
here's the thing: a Black Cleaner has a lot of lived experience with dealing with real estate, acquiring real estate, the pitfalls of acquiring it, and the manner that he uses the real estate by flipping and doing the things he needs to do. So that's life lived experience. Sometimes it's better to go find a person that's doing it and say, what you have to do to get where you're at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, hey, Black Cleaner, did you go to college for that?
YouTube University or mainly audiobook university. But also I had a mentor because one of my boys that I was in the military with, the guy that I was in the military with, me and him was stationed in Japan together. He has 20 houses. All I got is 2. But, he showed me, pointers on how to do what he was doing because he was buying low and then fixing them up and then renting them out. So I just followed his business model, find the cheap houses that, still had good bones on them, fixed them up and then rented it out. And that's it.
Nice. And that just proved my point, what Ronan was said earlier too. He'll take somebody with the experience over somebody who went to school for it because you actually got the living experience.
Your real world experience, right?
That's the difference right now.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Somebody already invented it.
That's a fact.
So all you need to do is learn how that wheel functions, how it was built. And then if you got your little spin on it or you got your own way of internalizing and personalizing it, all the better. Improve upon it.
Hey, you know what, Ronnie, that put me in mind of something that my brother, now he crazy, but he said something that years ago that stuck with me. He said the person that invented the straw made a lot of money. I said, but guess who made even more money than that? I said, who? The man who made the bendy straw. He took the same ideal and just improved on it. I said, damn, I never thought about that. But it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Guys, we're going to start winding down in a minute just because, like I said, I got to get ready to get up in the morning. And I only said it one time tonight, H-Pack. That's my first time the whole night saying it.
So when do you plan to end the live? Because I asked you earlier, you didn't give me a definite.
Another good 9 minutes because that's going to be 6 hours. I really got to start.
All right, 6 hours. I'll remind you.
That's going to be 6 hours. Far as the live had happened, but in 9 minutes, 9 minutes. That's going to be 6 hours that we will actually 8 now. But I got to start making these lives a lot shorter, just because um, it really takes a lot out of me, man. I'm probably gonna wake up a little bit later in the morning. I got to start going to the gym about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, because that's phase 2 of this, what I'm trying to do, and build a new mentality, a new mindset, a new person. Because, like I say, if I didn't got the results that I have gotten just with like taking these vices out of my life, what else can I do when I start building on top of that? So that's where I'm at with that.
I say
Hey,
on
hey,
average,
Chan, go ahead, expert. I'll speak after you. Go ahead.
I say on average, a live stream should maybe last about an hour, 3 hours at most. Because when we do long live streams, I hear not necessarily so many people watch them, and we talk about different topics, and they can actually be several different live streams
Yeah.
that you can interact with other people and get more views by breaking it down into several live streams instead.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's like what K9 said. He said like, and it makes sense. And K9 have a lot of Ronan and K9 both have a lot of subscribers and things of that nature. They where I want to be, but it's like when those lives be long, it's like a on and off rap. Some people come on, watch for a little minute, get off, come back on, and things of that nature. So it absolutely, my watch hours go crazy. Like other people that got as many videos, got as little videos as I have, their watch hours are nowhere close to mine. But I got over 100 hours in lives though. But with that, I digress. What you about to say, Huncho?
No, I was saying, then they can tell you like the longer your video is, the more people that watch, even if it's for that little bit, you'll accumulate. That's why your watch hours skyrocket the way they do, because of how long your videos is. The shorter
Yeah.
ones, they want to accumulate as many watch hours as you would on a 3 hour live for a 6 hour live. Just
Right.
because the video longer type shit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Believe it or not, I'm not too far off from having double the amount of watch hours that I need to get monetized. I just don't have the subscribers yet.
Yeah, I think you need like 1,000 subscribers.
Yep, 1,000 subscribers and
Hmm.
4,000 watch hours. I
Yep.
damn near got double that. But
Yeah. So you just need to get the subs, and you'll be in there.
that's what's up.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, so was it that doing that marathon that put you over the top, or was it something else?
It was that marathon. If I'm keeping now, I'm not gonna lie. My Cuba, not my Cuba, my Colombian video. That's that damn near went sub viral. Like, so I got 12,000 views on that. You know what I mean? But the marathon that I ran, like, say my numbers, that's what really skyrocketed me for sure, for sure. That's what that marathon. That's why, if you know, I've been going live every day this week. I'm just trying to
What
focus on the subscribers now.
a lot of people that I've seen talk about on YouTube when they become successful, where they get a lot of views and start doing good, they said that usually what they did was they created a library of videos and live streams, multiple of them. And they said the current video, they never did really get views on it, but a much older video, for some reasons, people start clicking on it, and then it starts getting back into the algorithm. And for some reason, at that time, most people wasn't interested, but later on, it just blows up so much, and it automatically gets them instantly monetized. It's just crazy,
Yeah,
for
that's what.
the ones that
Go ahead.
for the ones that provide good content.
Yeah.
Hey,
What you about to say,
Chan,
Hunter?
another thing too to get your because I used to do YouTube. I got like 24,000 subscribers, but I just fell back off of it and just been chilling, like focusing on the trucking business. But if you so like these lives that you got, like just go through at certain parts, especially when like Ronan start dropping gems, I clip that and make it into a short. Because you'll get way more views on shorts than you would on the actual like live stream type shit. That's why
Yeah.
the watch hours on the video is 4,000, but the views you have to get is 3 million in 90 days on the shorts, because more people like just sit around and scroll like TikTok. So like when
Yeah.
like the little and they can only be a minute long, but just like clip it and then like make it into a short so it puts you into the algorithm in the shorts. And then you'll just start getting like crazy subs, and your views will go up, but it won't go toward your watch hours It'll go toward your little 3 million views that you're supposed to get in 90 days type shit.
And
Yeah.
But it'll for sure, huh?
when you create a short from a video, once you create the clip and turn it into a short, link the video that actually came from in case people actually want to watch it.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
facts. Oh yeah, facts.
backlink it. Here's the thing that Anton's taught us before he started losing his mind. I know you don't do a lot of prep with your graphics, but like your background sitting here yellow, right? They have overlays in StreamYard, okay? Make overlays that talk about a certain subject. It keeps you on point, one. And two, when you go backwards to clip it, you know exactly what segment and what was being talked about during that time because your overlays are telling you. So
how do you make an overlay?
Let me show you some
Yeah, I wanna
overlays.
know some shit about the YouTube shit, dog. What the hell?
Right.
This is like you know how I just took away the background on your picture?
Yeah.
That's basically almost like doing an overlay, but I just did it on here. I'm gonna show you what I did for the one.
Look at the overlay I just did that is provided on StreamYard.
Oh shit! Oh, so that's what is the overlay? Is the background? Oh no, I see what Ronan talking about. You talking like that?
That's an overlay. So when I'm talking about a certain subject, and we were talking about Anton and playing some of his videos, we didn't want him because he's got an attitude right now, copyright striking us.
Oh wow!
So what do? I make an overlay that says fair use while I'm playing your video, motherfucker.
Oh,
you ain't getting.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we were talking about claims and receipts because he was talking about he was wealthy, this, that, and the other. So we went through and looked up everything about, you know, how he came into his money. You know, there was rumors about this. I went through and dispelled everything that he said based on how he grew as a channel. He's a hardworking dude. He knows a lot, but his bag chaser business is where his money is coming from. He doesn't own any.
I think 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers paying what $16 a month. That's a nice change.
But he doesn't own any major real estate. The business that he did have, which was his soul food restaurant, which is confusing because his soul food restaurant LLC is listed in Maryland, even though he talked about the one location listed in Michigan. There's actually two. You know, so you know, we went back and looked at from 2019 on why all of a sudden he looked like his whole page had changed. If you look at his page before 2019, everybody would say Anton was a little dusty. Then all of a sudden 2019, what happens? All of a sudden he comes into money. All of a sudden he's this successful real estate mogul, blah, 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 right? Well, in 2017, his dad died. And he died based on a city accident. He was a city worker. So they sued. The settlement came in 2 years later, 2019. And then all of a sudden, Anton's this super successful, you know, guy that knows how to do real estate investment to this, that, and the other thing. And the thing that we were talking about with Fearless makes a shit ton of money. Very successful, knows how to make money. He's a cyber security guy. You get what I'm saying? Anton, when you look at his job, Fearless is the guy I do lives with on Fridays. We do hit and run. You came up on the show for that. And then we also do.
Oh, okay. Yep. I think I know you're talking about. Yep.
But either way, when he went on, he actually paid for time with Anton. And Anton's trying to tell him about this, that, and the other thing. Anton, if you look at his LinkedIn, it's public record. You can look at my LinkedIn. You can look at Fearless's LinkedIn, and you look at Anton's LinkedIn, nowhere close to the level of experience that we have. You know what I mean? And he started off as doing HTML and JavaScripting kind of guy. You know what I mean? His very last job gave him some relevance, but nowhere close to where he was saying, oh, I'm making a bag like over six figures with any of his companies. At no point in time, any one of his companies was that possible based on his positions. So that's why I say when you start trusting people to tell you or give you advice, if they don't have a LinkedIn page, that's like Facebook for business people. Okay.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
you get
I know what that is.
and you get verification. Here's the thing. This is the biggest thing. You get verified by people of your peers. That means somebody that's in your business looks at your stuff and says, yeah, I know this guy. He has a great reputation, blah, blah, blah. He's trustworthy. So it's not just about having the LinkedIn page. It's how many people are actually, because 500 plus means something as far as levels, but it's having like CEOs and other people actually verifying you are who you say you are. Anton doesn't even have a lot of that.
Well, here's the thing about that. My only in all of that is definitely valid, but I will never go to an Italian restaurant and order Chinese food. You know what I mean? I'm saying that to say with the part that I listen to him on is the YouTube part. You know what I mean? Because like say the bag check his name. He like say he the one talk about like say he talks about like how he chops his video. He said I don't really care about the live, but that's where I get a lot of my videos from because I'll chop it up and now I got like 4 and 5 days worth of videos. You know what I mean? He's like, how can y'all wonder how I could be on a flight and I'm still dropping videos and stuff like that. He said because it's already pre-done and I got videos that's loaded, for lack of a better term. So yeah, that's why I tell people when it comes to women and Tonda, he said he was with his girl ever since high school. Like you can't give me advice on women for real. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's just crazy to me. That's and then you talk about you're a street dude.
Too many people
like that because if you look at when him and Corey got into it, when Corey stood up over him, that's you can't do that to a family member, even speaking nice. That to this day will make me feel uncomfortable with somebody standing over me talking to me. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like a position of dominance. You could tell like you didn't move your hand, you wasn't ready for that. So you're not a street guy for real, but everybody's not for every situation. Once again, like I said, the guy that I'll take to a business meeting is not the guy that I'll take to a fight with me. They different dudes.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say Charlie's been gone past the 6-hour mark.
Yeah, we was cooking for a minute then, but we're gonna go and get ready to close it out, gentlemen. Anybody got anything that they want to say before we get up out of here?
No, I just say
what you having me on. Oh, go ahead, X-Pac.
I was just saying that what usually happens around this time is when a lot of people either a bunch of people join the panel or you get into a good topic.
Yeah, that's
somebody brings up a good topic and it keeps it ongoing.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean to cut off on the other guy, but thanks for having me on the panel and I enjoy reading the comments.
No, appreciate you, X-Pac, for keeping me honest, man. Like I say, we need more of that men calling men out. That's why that's another reason why this was a marathon week for me, so to speak, because it was one guy, Huncho know who Sick of the Lies is. He said, man, bro, you talking about you gonna go live 3 days a week? You ain't went live 1 day a week, bro. Like that's and I was like, damn, when you write, you write. Nobody's above being called out on BS. You know what I mean? At least in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because that's what me and do. We hold each other accountable. So
it's your live stream, so you decide when you want to end it. I'm just reminding you because sometimes people pop in, or sometimes we get into a good topic. So it's up to you where you want to continue to go or not. That's entirely
no. We're gonna go ahead and close it. Like you just you spoke the truth. You know what I mean? But like I say, I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna see like how everything else go, but if so, man, the thumbnail will be up before 12 o'clock afternoon. So you guys you definitely know. But anybody got anything that they want to close out with?
I was saying, I appreciate you for having me. Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, go ahead, Honcho. I just talked to him in the background in the green room.
Oh, no, I was just saying, appreciate you for having me up, and each and every one of y'all on the panel and in the comments. Y'all keep getting it done, whatever you're trying to accomplish. We our biggest enemy, we our biggest obstacle. As long as you outdo yourself, you're always gonna prevail.
Yeah, and shout out to you, Huncho, man. We as you know, we got off to a rough start, man. But you really came to be a real genuine person, man. And shout out to you for that, bro.
Oh yeah, you already know. This shit, it was a little rocky a year ago. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Right. but with all that being said, bro, anytime you see me as my panel, man, I want you to know you welcome to pull up, bro.
Oh yeah, I was trying to pull up earlier, but it was saying like the host wants you to connect to YouTube, but I tried to make a little StreamYard account, but I had to log out of that. And then when I clicked the link, it let me come in. So I'm like, oh shit, that's my goof ass.
Yeah, I don't know what that was because I don't even know how to make somebody connect to YouTube. I didn't even know that was a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it was telling me. That's what I'm like. But I logged out of it and then just like left it just like plain, like I had to log in or something. Then when I clicked the link on YouTube, it directed me to StreamYard, and then I was able to come in like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, we Gucci now.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, shit, bro, pull up anytime, man. You know you Gucci over here.
Oh yeah, you already know, gang.
All right, for sure. Bless, man.
Yeah.
Black Cleaner, you got anything that you want to say before we get up out of here?
Hold on.
Did you, while we're waiting on Black Cleaner, did you want to let Ruin say what he had to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Episode 4 of Nate's Odyssey is up on the Black Cleaners YouTube page. Also, I started a new segment titled Traveling While Black. It's basically going to be shown. It's like the Green Book, the modern day Green Book. So I'm going to be showing you all the places, where it's great for Black folks to travel when you're traveling overseas, and boots on the ground experience. So check that out. Episode 1 will be Cartagena. I have some live footage already posted, so just check that out. That's going to be on the Black Cleaner channel. Thank you for allowing me on your channel to speak, and as always. And this is a Black Cleaner signing off. Peace.
For sure, man.
You should post your YouTube channel link in this chat so people can use it and make it easier for them to find.
Yeah. If you want to put it in the chat or put it in the back office, I can post it for you right fast. But I done said that so many times. Black Cleaner, he should already know. I tell him every screen, bro. Like he one of us. He like what they say in the movie. He one of the good fellas. You know what I mean? So Black Cleaner, he know like this damn near his panel as well as it is mine, man. So if you want to put it in the back chat so I can post it and make it clickable, you're more than welcome to, Black Cleaner.
Yeah, I'll do that. Shoot, I need to learn how to, because now that I'm able to go live now, I need to learn, because I was trying to figure out the whole StreamYard situation. But we could talk about that. As I said, I'll hit up Ronin Traveler later so I could learn that trick and tip. But yeah, I appreciate everything, and I'll do that right now.
For sure. And I'll be trying to hit you up tomorrow so we can talk. We can collab on what we had talked about in the back office. I didn't want to bother you while you was out the country, with your R&R rest and relaxation time.
Word. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I'm here. I'm ready to work.
For sure. So yeah, go and drop it, and I put it in chat so everybody could check it out. But yeah, man, with that being said, man, everybody that's still rocking, remember, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing. It costs you not literally nothing. I hit it before and I paid nothing. So hit that subscribe button and like button and all of that good stuff, man. We over here cooking forever and always. And if you don't get nothing from the channel, I want you to get the fact that we genuine over here. You know what I mean? We call a spade, and we call a strike. That's just what we do over here. And like I say, I'm not above being called out myself. I've been called out quite a few times. So when you write, you write. And long as it's done with the best intentions in mind, I'm all for it. So y'all have a good one. And let's see. Did he drop it yet? No, he ain't drop it yet.
Ronan's been waiting patiently to say what he wanted to say.
No, you got it. He waiting for the what's name to drop. He
good. The link.
Yeah. No, not the link. It's almost like last night, but you
play the video, man. Just get us out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to give Black Cleaner time to drop his
Oh, his
Yeah,
link.
I don't see it yet. I've been waiting to see it either in the private chat on
yeah.
StreamYard or actually on YouTube.
Man, but it's some people that pull up and they be Black Cleaner just dropped down. But it's some people that just pull up and rock with me the whole time. So once again, y'all, this is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV. We're gonna go ahead and close out here, man. Once again, thank everybody for pulling up. Y'all have a beautiful night. Out, Charlie Chan.
All right, take care.
All right.